Good afternoon, this is Paul Fitch reporting on the 25th of June 2015. Right, 4 days to go until the event that is set up for calling for a national strike UK with regards to the rigged election and basically everything that they're up to, isn't it? From the paedophilia ring that's going on, the scandal that's being covered up with the BBC as well, politicians left, right and centre, you know, being named and shamed and nothing getting done about it. You know, look at Lord Jenner, nothing's going on there with him, it's been swept under the carpet. That alone, you know, should be enough for us to unite as one. Yesterday on the mainstream news we saw quite a few disabled members of our community who took to Westminster yesterday and raised their voices and were certainly heard. Now, surely folks, if our most vulnerable in society and least able in society can make it down to Westminster, then surely we can make a stand, you know. The cuts that they've got in place, we already know now there's 12 billion worth of cuts to the welfare state. Again, the most vulnerable in society getting affected by this. It's going to affect each and every one of us this term. We think that the last term with the Lib Dems was bad. This is just going to wipe that clean out the water with what they've got planned over the next 5 years, folks. I'm struggling to comprehend why we as a nation haven't risen up against the corruption within Westminster to date. I really did believe when I set this event up that this is the time now, you know, people are going to see and wake up, especially with all the reports coming in of stolen ballot papers and so forth. You know, there's enough evidence out there to prove that this is definitely skew-whiff and corrupt, to say the least. You know, the Conservatives were always going to get back in. I said this quite a while ago, well before the general election, and they were the only party with the credibility to pull off what they're about to pull off. We all know what the Tories are about. They're always about cuts. Maggie Thatcher proved that. And, you know, we sort of sit back on our laurels, so to speak, now and think, oh, well, this is just the way things are. Well, no, folks, it isn't the way things are. The whole austerity plan that's going across the planet is fake. We don't owe money to nobody. The money's been printed out of thin air from independent banks that have got nothing to do with the countries that they're housing themselves in, like the Federal Reserve and the Bank of England. The masquerade as national banks, but they're far from it. They're a private cartel who are basically strangleholding the whole planet. So the whole monetary system is fake. We're being ripped off completely in this country. Like I said, we're going to see measures that we've never seen before, but you know, we're going to be heading back towards the bloody Victorian days the way things are going. Food banks in modern day Britain, what the hell is going on, folks? And we sit back and we watch it and we watch it, and I just, like I said, I can't comprehend why we haven't made a stand already. And to be aware, you know, they do want us rioting on the streets, they're pushing everything at us. I really do believe they do want us to kick off so they can usher in martial law. You know, as scary as that might sound and as far-fetched as that might sound, that is the reality of what we're facing, folks. We've got to be educated, we've got to be mindful in how we go about bringing this corrupt system down on its knees. I don't know what else to say, folks. In 4 days' time, you know, I really was hoping that the whole nation would be getting behind this. If not now, when, folks? Seriously, you know, we're going to be that poor in the very near future that we're going to be too busy scratching for a living just to put food, basic food on the table for our families. So let's not get to the point where we can't fight back. Let's fight back now, peacefully and mindfully. That's all I can say, folks, you know. 1,500 people saying they're attending the event. There's no attendant needed. You just needed to take the day off work, whether it was a holiday, block the roads. You know, there was a million and one things we could have done. Like I said, the most vulnerable in our society are least able have been the ones that have led the way here. They're showing us what we can do. You know, if they can do it, surely we can. And I do not wish to sound patronising in saying that, but hey ho, folks, this is the reality we're facing now, isn't it? Our most vulnerable are having to fight for themselves, you know, and we're sitting back because what? Hey Jack, it doesn't affect me. Yes, well, hello, it really, really will soon. I know I've rambled on a little bit there, but just hope I get the message across. this is Paul Fitch signing out, and hopefully some point this year we will peacefully and mindfully start changing the system.